Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a lovely as the day, twinkly, sparkly box with two cats thundering past me in my office. It's a picnic box, that's what I'm calling it, because it's, it's all gingham and pretty. But it's 3¼ by 3¼ by 1½ inches deep, which is 8½ by 8½ by 4 centimetres. So you could make quite a lovely set of little 3x3 cards and envelopes to go in here, but it's also perfect for holding handmade soap. Now, I know a lot of soap makers, and I know that they hand cut their soaps, and generally they will be this sort of a size. But obviously by the fact they're hand cut, they're not. But those that use what's known as a tank, which is a great big machine with they're actually piano wires that are strung along, and they get hold of the bar at the top and slice down on a big loaf of soap, and it cuts everything at the same increments. Great size for that, but just a really sweet set. And it's got these lovely dies that create these, which I hope you can see, and I've twinkled them up, and I've just had fun. Okay, so to make the base of the box, you need a piece of paper that's 6¼ by 11 inches, 16½ by 29 centimetres. On the long side, score it at 1½, 4¾ 6¼ 9½ inches, and in metric that's 4, 12½, 16½, 25, and then turn it round and score it on the short side at 1½ and 4¾ which is 4 and 12½ centimetres. Okay, seriously, these cats, if one of them lands on my desk in a minute, I don't know that it will be a complete surprise. So I went with subtles for this collection. So this one is So Saffron and Pear Pizzazz with a little bit of, actually that's Seaside Spray there. This time around I'm going with Balmy Blue. My DSP under here is Mint Macaron, so slightly different. My butterfly is going to be Purple Posy. And the reason that I went with Seaside Spray Butterfly here is because the project that you saw on Monday, when I was designing these, I had this little scrap on the side of my desk, and I thought, oh, I can make a great butterfly out of that. So I've done exactly the same. You've just seen me use Purple Posy 2 days ago in a tent box. Doing the same again. Okay, so all of these squares, we're going to cut straight up the rectangle and into the square on all of them, all the way round. So we're in August now. No idea what date it is. I'm trying to film ahead. Small children on school holidays and all that. But we have still got our incredible recruiting offer on right now, which in the UK, you spend £99. So normally it's £99 to join, and you choose £130 worth of stuff, and you also get free shipping on that. But for the moment, the special offer is £99, but you get £155 worth of stuff. And then next month you'll get a further voucher for £8 to spend on anything you like. Put it towards another order. So in euros, oh, let me try and get this right. 129 euros. Okay, I might need to get my catalogue out. 129 euros, I'm going to say. Well, I know that the current offer is 207 euros worth of stuff. My little brain, the memory. 129 euros worth of stuff, and then you'll get another voucher for 10 euros. And kind of what have you got to lose? I'm just putting tear and tape on here. There is nothing to lose. You're going to get 20% discount on everything that you order straight away. You've got the chance to build a business, whether it's a small business, a big business. You don't have to do videos. You can do videos. You don't have to do classes. You can do classes. You can shop simply for yourself. You might be a member of a craft group, and you've got a ready-made customer base and audience right there. It could be that you've got children that are starting school perhaps in September, and you've got some free time on your hands. Just bringing this round. It could be that you've retired from a job and you want to do something to, to continue earning, but you don't want a full-time job. There are millions of reasons as to why people join. Initially, I would say most demos, I'm going to put my neck on the line, most demos join simply for a discount and then see the opportunities that are out there. So there we go, built the box. I wanted a discount. I was doing craft fairs, or I'd planned to do craft fairs, and I wanted to have a bigger profit margin. So I wanted the discount in order to make stuff and sell them, and I wanted to do craft fairs. And then I joined, and then I went, oh, my husband's working across all of the craft fair season, so I guess I'm not doing that then. And there you go, 3 by 3 inches, 7.5 by 7.5 centimetres. So kind of that's where my story began to take me. I thought, oh, well, I can't do that. What can I do? And lots of children meant that getting out and about was difficult. Just getting some scrap paper, or some white paper, I should say. Yeah, lots of children, getting out and about was going to be difficult. So I decided I would do videos. And that's kind of my story. So it could be yours too. Okay, Sahara Sand ink. Lovely is the day stamp set, so you can see it's 2-step stamping, although I'm not doing the 2-step on this occasion. And it comes as a bundle with these brilliant dies, and you can see where the 2-step stamping goes on. It's quite clear. So that will go over this one, that goes over there, that comes over this, but you can also do die cutting with it as well. There's totally independent dies there, and actually those don't have a stamp to go with it. But this one will cut over that. That one cuts over those, but I think you can elevate. This one will go over here, so you can start layering up. And actually what I did was I cut out the whole of this one, and then I cut a further head off there. Sounded brutal, didn't it? So I'm going to do similar again. And, oh, stick it to myself. That's the wrong size block. Take this one and go diagonal. One there. Let's see if I can get another one on that sheet. No. And then I just need a head. So that was Sahara Sand. Okay, let's clear some space. So I've got my big shot down here. And what I've got is I've got my magnetic platform, a clear plate. Here's the first one, so I'm going to be going through a couple of times. And that will line up round there. I'm going to take this one and cut the head off one. Whoops. Oh. And what you're trying to do is you're lining up the centre part, because obviously you can't see the outer part. That looks pretty good to me. Clear plate over the top, and then I know I need to use a shim, so a piece of black cardstock is absolutely fine. Run that lot through. So that's the first one popped out, and I need to hang on to this die. And there's the centre part, and you can see it separates bits of them. Where did that die go? There it is. Bring it back round again. So again, magnetic platform, clear plate. Let's get the other one of these flowers. And then I'm going to show you a fun trick. So I've got a butterfly outer and an inner, and you will see that the inner fits pretty much inside the outer. So there's the outer and there's the inner, and it fits inside. Got my scrap of purple posy, and it will sit over the top. clear plate over, and I know that this one will need, that one in particular is going to need a double layer of shim. So I'm going to run that through, and I'm just going to bring it back again. That one's popped out, no problem. And that's also popped out, so that's great. Cool. So that will have cut round the outside part. Oh, missed just a tiny bit. But also done this sort of part cut and emboss. Hang on. Can you see? It's a part cut and an emboss. Oh, the postman's just turning up. Is he going to ding the doorbell? Right, I know you're a bit out of focus for a second. Hang on. I think that's just auto-focused itself. Let's bring something in you can see. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just do a quick bit of colouring. So I've got mint macaron and so saffron. And what I've got is my wink of Stella, just there. And I'm picking up a tiny bit out of the corner. I just want a little bit of ink, and I'm not even going on the top, I'm going into the side of it to pick up a bit of yellow ink to go in the centre of these flowers, all glittery. So you can see that it's glittery and just a little bit of yellow. And clean that off. I'm going to go over this lovely butterfly to make that glittery too. So that's all glittery as well. And then I'm going to do the same as I did with the yellow. Pick up a little bit, and like I say, just you're inside this. You're not going on top, you're going into these bits. Just pick up a bit of green, a bit of the mint macaron, and come down the leaves. You get these lovely, lovely green leaves in the matching colour because, you know, Stampin does that really well. And I can start putting it all together. So, let me clean that off as well. So let me grab my ribbon, and I did get it out. Oh, it's right in front of me. So again, I've pulled in the purple posy to match the butterfly. I'm going to tie a square knot. I managed to get both of those to go upside down. Oh well, slide it down to the bottom and I can start layering up now. So I'm going to pop a dimensional behind the head of that one and that one. So these are the full flowers. And then this one, I don't know if you can see it, you can make part of it lift up. So I'm going to have a mini glue dot on the back of that. Position it over the head of another. So we get this sort of three-dimensional look. And I couldn't decide which bit of the butterfly ought to be sticking out, whether it was the outer part like that, or the inner part, so I decided to go with the inner part, and in the end I just put the mini glued up behind the body. I thought life's too short. So just behind the body on that bit there, and pop that, I think, there, and that too is elevated and flying, and that is a pretty little box. I think so anyway. I just need to get those ribbons twisted. There's one. There's the other. Oh look, and that one's twisted itself as well. There we go. What do you think? Beautiful, beautiful set. I absolutely love that. And it's kind of not, I don't know if it's my style or not. I just think it's gorgeous. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.